Hey everybody, what is going on? This is Daryl, aka The D from the Simply Incredible podcast. And today I've got my combo haul, as I like to call it, because why not, right? Uh, this weekend here in my area, they had the 100-mile yard sale, which sadly the last 2 days got basically rained out. But I did get out Thursday and Friday, which kind of pre-weekend found a few things. And then we had Star Wars Day, which awesome. And then on top of that, there was Free Comic Book Day, awesome. And then we had a little Comic Con, Roanoke Valley Comic Con, and that was fun too. So we had a fun weekend here. And let's start off with the haul from the 100-mile yard sale is what they call it. And I'm pretty sure it's more than 100 miles because I think it's kind of done all over, but that's just, what they happen to call it here. I really only found stuff at one booth. They had at a church. I know there's 3 churches I went to. There was a lot of like yard sales I went to along Route 29, and there was just multiple places with lots of stuff, but just not stuff for me. So that is what it is. So really, I got everything at one booth. So this one guy, he goes to the same spot every year, and he has some really cool old vintage toys. Like really old stuff. And I was like, man, that's pretty cool. So the first thing I picked up was this Superman Batman puzzle. Really cool, from the probably 1970s, I guess. Late 60s, early 70s. Something like that. And the old can. So got really nice graphics on it. And I asked him, I was like, well, do you know if the puzzle is complete? He said, I think it is. That one I did not do, so I'm not 100% on that one. And let's see if we can get the old plastic lid off. It's got a couple little spots on the lid there. But, an old jigsaw puzzle from back in the day. Very cool. I was like, that's awesome. So, yeah, definitely wanted to get that. And it was really cheap, so I was like, that's even better. And I picked up another one. It is a Batman jigsaw puzzle, so I assume from same era. Is there anything on it that actually has a date? 1974, and well, this one doesn't. It looks like they put the wrapping over top of that. So this one's 1974, American Publishing Company, Watertown, Massachusetts. So I was like, yeah. I'll go ahead and pick that up too. So he said this one, it's actually in a little baggie. Let's see if I can get it out. And he said he put it in the baggie. But he said it is complete. So at some point I might have to take it out of the baggie and put it together. So I just thought those are really cool. 1974 puzzles, really cool. Why not? I mean, they were like $5 each. So it was like almost as old as me. Hey, wait, hold on. I just realized they're 50 years old. Yay. Happy birthday, Batman. So that's really cool. And this other thing I saw, and I kind of looked at it and I was like, that's pretty cool. And it doesn't work. It's missing some pieces. It is what it is. But it's old metal. Because when we were kids, the toys were actually metal. This old Batmobile. I mean, you can see it's all rusted up. And originally it was red, as you can see. But it's faded so much that most of it is pretty much white. It's like, that is awesome. you can see there's a lot missing to it. You know, you have the canopy, you know, you have like designs and stuff on here, but it does still have the original light. I'm not sure what was back here. There was something right there, but the original light is on the back. It is missing a wheel. So Batman had a blowout there. But I remember these toys when I was a little kid. I'm not as old as this, but I'm pretty close to it. I kind of feel all rusted up sometimes. But yeah, I just thought that was awesome. I remember having something like this when I was little. Flip it open. Let's see. Open up. Right there's the battery compartment. Yeah, click that. Got the on off right there. And it would move and it would turn on this little thing right here. Really, really cool. This one does have the two hubcaps on it. You can't really, nah, you can't really see it. It used to have like a Batman logo right there. But, you know, for cheap, I was like, that's just too cool to pass on. You know, 50-year-old, well, it's probably more than that, probably like 50 plus. This has a date on here somewhere underneath it. No, it doesn't, but I think this was probably late 60s, something like that. But very, very cool. And Batman and Robin can turn their heads, so I thought that's kind of cool as well. So anyway, that was my 100 mile flea market pickup. I just thought that was really, really cool. Now, when I was at Roanoke Valley Comic Con, I couldn't think of the name of the Comic Con for a second. Roanoke Valley Comic Con, my friend Chris puts it on. And I was looking around. I found a few books. I didn't find too much that I was looking for. I'm not really much on the new books for the most part. Every now and again, I'll pick one up here or there. But these are some I picked up at the show. And most of these were on the cheap. The prices on these, as per usual, are not what I paid. Actually, I paid like less than half on some of these. But we started off, I just thought this was fun. Agents of Atlas, #1. There we go. I don't know this book. I'm sure it hasn't been out that long because it's got new Marvel, $4.99. Secret Wars. I remember Secret Wars came out. What was that about? 2017-ish? Something like that. Kind of going off the top of my head here. I know it was pre-disease times. And I remember we had some shops around here at that time. So I think it was around 2017, 2016, somewhere in that ballpark. So I thought that was pretty cool. Very, I just like the cover. And it's again, it says $4 on it. Not. These I thought were cool. I always want to get the first appearance of Usagi Yojimbo. Ain't gonna happen. The prices on that, it's long past my lifetime. But his first appearance was in Albedo Anthrop. I'm sorry, I lost the ability to read there for a second. Anthropomorphics, which I know I'm not pronouncing that right. But anyway, his first appearance was in issue 2. This guy had a couple of the books. I don't even know if Usagi's in these. It's issues 11 and 12. If so, it's early Usagi. If not, it's part of the original series. So I can say I have a connection to the first appearance of Usagi. And again, these were like half price. So here's issue 11. I just thought they were really cool. So I was like, you know what? I'll go and grab those. And issue 12. I say Usagi, I'm guessing probably is not going to be in these. But for me, I still thought it was really, really cool. This is the floating stuff issue. And this one's just an issue. So there you go. I have to check to see if Usagi's in them. I probably should have done that before. Didn't. Should have. And this one I saw, it was right as I was getting ready to leave, and I was going through some stuff, and I was like, "What? What? This doesn't make sense." See, Superman number 232, only 25 cents. DC Giant Superman. But what got me, the last days of Krypton, Superman returns to Krypton. I'm like, what? That's like, it's like Leia trying to go back home. The planet blew up. It's nothing but dust. What are we doing here? So I got to read that to see what happened. Where were you going? Why were you going back? But apparently Krypton lives again. So I'm very interested in that. The Legend of the Winged One. That's kind of interesting right there. The Winged One. So I just saw that and I thought, well, that's really interesting. He's going back to a like floating pile of dust? I don't know. So that was all I picked up there. Then I went to Big Lit Comics in Roanoke, Virginia, which it's probably a little over an hour from where I live. So that's why I don't get new books anymore. It's not worth it to me to drive an hour to pick up new books. But I picked up a few books, and one in particular, I was like, let's go ahead and get that one too while I'm there. Everything was on discount, so that's even better. And I'm not going to lie, this one I paid way too much for because it's Harley Quinn. I wanted this when it came out, and I missed it, and I should have bought it online. I would have gotten it cheaper back then. To be honest with you, this might be high, might be good price. I don't know. But it is, what is this one called? Harley Quinn Uncovered, issue 1. This is a second print, but I just love this cover, this homage cover to, was it Infinite Crisis? Was it Infinite Crisis? Superman carrying Supergirl. So I was like, when it came out, I wanted to get it, and I missed it. Because it was right around, if I'm not mistaken, right around the 30th anniversary of Harley. Pretty sure that's where these came from. So it's in the collection now. Yay, Harls. This one I saw, I thought was really, really cool. Speaking of Usagi, Space Usagi, issue 1, Death and Honor. Picked up this sketch cover. Apparently this is the local comic shop day cover. So I was like, that's pretty sweet. Glad I got that. Very, very cool. I always loved the Ninja Rabbit, as we always called him. So I was like, yeah, we're going to pick that up. Got to get a bag and board for it. I got one downstairs, so I'll get that for it. This one I saw, I was like, that's pretty cool. Everyone knows I'm a big fan of She-Hulk. And this is a Adam Hughes cover. I'm not a fan of the foil covers. I feel like they've kind of burned them out. So when I first went to Comic-Con in 2017, that's the first time I really remember seeing them. They may have already been out at that time. I'm not sure. But that's when I first saw them. And now it feels like they're everywhere. It's like every book that comes out is like, oh, we better make a full of that. So, but anyway, I just thought that was really, really cool. I don't know if that's an A cover or what, but I was like, that is awesome. Let's see. What does it actually say? Apparently this is a 4, so that's a D cover. Hey, works out nicely. Yay, the D cover. So, I just thought that was awesome. Again, not a huge fan of foil covers, but I was like, you know what? Since I'm right here at it, I'll go ahead and pick it up. And since they have discounts on them, yeah, I'll get it. And the last thing I picked up, love Treasury Editions. As I get older, I love Treasury Editions even more. Knowing the fact that so many of the first appearances and stuff just out of my price range, so it's not, I'm not getting them. So I have a Detective 27, I have a Batman 1. I do want to get the first Wonder Woman. I think they have one of Superman, the first Superman, and some other ones. But I picked this one up. They didn't have those other ones, by the way. They did have a Flash one I probably should have tried to get too, but I didn't. Darn it. But famous first edition. This is All-Star Comics 3. The first Justice Society of America. And it's in my price range. Because again, it's $10, but they also had a discount on it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. So that's my quote, big book. Grail. So I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and pick that up. I thought that was pretty sweet to have. Nice little thing to add to the collection. I've never read it, so I don't know what all was going on behind this. But you know what? At least I can look at it and read it now and be like, hey, there you go, I read it. Yay me. But that's all I got. I know I told you guys last time that we are working on getting the podcast back. Follow me on Instagram, Simply Incredible Podcast on Instagram. I know me and Troy, we've been talking about it. We'll try to get that back together. Been talking to a couple of my other friends about jumping on with it. And hopefully before long, we'll start having those again. We don't know what day they'll be at this point because between my disc golf, Troy still teaching martial arts. And so, we got to balance things out to figure out when we can do them. So, yeah. And I got a few more friends that hopefully we can bring into the mix, or in some cases bring back to the mix. Peasy, I'm talking to you. But yeah, looking forward to that. So hopefully soon, like I say, we've been working on it. Schedules. It's, being an adult, right? Kind of sucks sometimes, but it is what it is. But that's all I got. Hope that you all had an amazing Star Wars day, great weekend, all that good fun stuff. And stay with me. I know I'm not putting out stuff very much. I'm just not getting out the fine stuff, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Again, adulting. But that's all I got. And you guys have an incredible day.